Setting your radiator thermostat. The first thing you will see on screen, as you see here, is the current room temperature. So right now it's 16 degrees in this particular room. To wake up the thermostat, you can always press just below the room temperature and it will bring up the other icons. So you see the up and down arrow. In the bottom right hand corner you'll see 9 dots, which is the menu. Bottom left you will see the standby button for on off, and in the top right you'll see a hand. That's indicating that we're currently in manual mode, so that means up and down temperature control only, no programming. So the first thing we'll do is set the current time of day. To do that, wake the screen, press and hold the 9 buttons until you see the screen change. It will say 01. Press the 9 dots again to enter. First we can change the minute by using the up and down keys. Press the buttons, the 9 dots when you're happy. Then change the hour as you wish to the current time of day. Press the 9 dots. And then the day of the week. Day 1 is Monday. Press the 9 dots. That's the time of day set. So next we'll do the weekly programming. The weekly programming as a default is set up for a 5+2 setup. That means that you'll program Monday to Friday to do the same thing each of those 5 days, and then the 2 days of Saturday and Sunday will be set separately. You can, by choice, change that in the menus to 6+1, meaning Monday to Friday. Monday to Saturday will always be the same, and Sunday can be different. Or you can choose 7, which means all 7 days when you program them will all do exactly the same thing. So this one's set up as 5+2. So we'll enter the menu. So we wake the screen up, press and hold the 9 dots. And we want menu item 2, so we just go up with the arrow key and press the 9 dots. Now the screen will time out if I don't press anything, so it's best to just keep pressing the arrow keys just whilst you're thinking about what you want to do next. So what we're doing here is setting the first, number 1 here means we're setting the first heating period of the day for Monday to Friday. So let's say we want the heating turning on at 7:30. We've got 7, we've got 30. You move through the menu using the 9 dots, and what temperature would we like the room to come up to in that period? Let's say 20 degrees. Okay, press the 9 dots. Next is period 2. So perhaps we go out to work. See, I keep pressing the buttons to keep the screen alive. So maybe we go out to work at 9 o'clock. So in that case, I would select 9, press the dots, take this one to 0. And at 9 o'clock, I go out of the house. I'm happy with 9 o'clock, so press the 9 dots. I go out of the house, so I want the heating to reduce, let's say to 15 degrees. Press the 9 dots. So I'm out of the house then all day at work. Period 3, as it shows in the top left, is when I return home from work. So I want to set it probably half an hour to an hour in advance of my arrival home from work, so the house is warm. So let's say I get home at 6 o'clock. We'll set it to come on at 5 in this case. So 5 o'clock, and I want the room to come up to 21 degrees. That's fine. I'm happy with that. So I'll select that. Period 4 is when I want the heating to reduce when I go to bed. So let's say, for example, that we go to bed at 11 o'clock. We go through and set 11 o'clock, and maybe I want it to reduce to 12 degrees overnight, which means to all intents and purposes it will probably be just turned off unless the room temperature really drops. Okay, so I'm going to select that. Now we have period 5 here. Actually, in my case, I don't need period 5. There are 6 periods in total, but you may find that you, like me in this case, don't need all 6 periods. In which case, I just set the next 2 periods to the same temperature. Don't worry about the time. So 12, just the same as period 4 was. And period 6, don't worry about the time. Go through to the temperature, set that to the same 12 degrees, and select. That's that done. That's Monday to Friday finished. So this is Saturday and Sunday now. So period 1 at the weekend. So period 1 at the weekend, maybe we want the heating coming on a bit later. So let's say 10:30, for example. So we'll set that up to 10:30. And select with the menu key. And we want the room to come up to 21 degrees. So we set that here. You can have it whatever temperature you wish. Press the 9 buttons. Maybe at the weekend we want the heating on all day until we go to bed at 11 o'clock. So we'll set 11 o'clock, and at 11 o'clock we'll have the heating reducing to 12 degrees overnight, and select. Now we've only used 2 periods, but we've done everything we need to do. So all we need to do then for the remaining 4 periods, sorry, is go through to temperature, make sure that all set to 12 degrees, period 5, 12 degrees, and period 6, 12 degrees. And that's it set. So at the moment you'll see the hand symbol up in the top right hand corner. So that's in manual. All I need to do now to go on to the auto programming screen is just press the menu key, and you'll see it changes to auto. It now indicates that we're in period 2 of this particular day, and we're in automatic, so it's following the programming that you just set.